Sorry, give me 1 second. Good. Okay, everything is here. Fantastic. Hi. You might not know me. I'm Derek. Pleased to meet you. Yes, it's great to meet you. After all this time, allow me to take off my jacket. I'm sorry, it's just been a hard day at work. Always feels good to get out of work clothes. Oh, I'm sorry. This is probably weird for you. I work at the Century City slaughterhouse. I'm sorry. This is blood. Not human blood, at least. You know, I'm not like the new X or anything. No. I work at the Century City slaughterhouse. It's a little bit back the way you came, actually, to get here. It's close to here. Anyways, that's not the point. I know you saw my ad on Craigslist about explaining the world around us and everything. Almost like this is a class kind of thing, but I want to be more interesting than a class. But I want to expose the truth about Century City. Everything about it, okay? This is my conspiracy theory, even though it is the truth. So, where to start? Let me show you. I know it's in here somewhere. Yeah, not this one. No, it's not this one. Aha, here we go. Okay, so, basically, what I need to show you is this. The Monroe Foundation for a Better Century City. Now, I don't know if you were here in Century City when the Monroe Foundation was at its peak. I don't know. I don't know your history with Century City. But the Monroe Foundation was headed by Dr. Gregory Monroe. He was in charge of everything. He's the son of the mayor of Century City. He's a lot of very important things. His company was very interested in science, very interested in studying Century City. He was sure that Century City had some sort of importance or value to the world, which, I mean, if you've lived here long enough, you know this place has nothing to give the world. But he's done many experiments through his life. And I know about one very important one. One that might have started this all. This is the Dog Man. I believe that this was Gregory Monroe's first experiment. I truly do. He made what can only be described as a half-man, half-dog type thing. This is my illustration of it to the best of my ability. It's most likely evil from what I've seen. Gregory Monroe was obsessed with experiments and strange things to push the limits of science. That's what he did. He created X. That's right, he created X. I'm sure you've heard about X, but we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Gregory Monroe made the Dog Man in some very strange experiment to make the world happier, is what he said. And this is all speculation on my part from little things from his autobiography and other such things. I don't have a copy of his autobiography. His survivor's account of the Century City murders is also an autobiography. I think it's called Two Faces, No Name, or something like that. I don't have a copy of it. I don't support the Monroe Foundation. I'm not saying that what X did was good, you know, when he killed Gregory, but I'm not saying I was sad when he died. Anyways, yeah, Gregory Monroe created the Monroe Foundation, which led to this almost full takeover of Century City. They weren't like an army or anything, but they were strange. There were Let's see. It's right around here. Here it is. There were flyers all over the place, like this one. It says, "In need of cash, why not try science?" And let me read to you what this says. "Interested in science? Willing to be a test subject? In need of quick and easy cash? The Monroe Foundation is in need of test subjects for a variety of ongoing experiments. Below are just a few examples of our ongoing experiments. If these options aren't to your liking, call or email the number/email address listed to the left." Now look at this. You see this? You see that? You have cosmetic testing, you have focus groups, you have the pharmaceutical testing, but look at this one right here. You see that? What is that? That's isolation. Gregory Monroe was conducting the isolation experiments that led to X existing. Do you see this? It's all connected. Everything is connected. And I mean it. Everything in this world is connected, either to Gregory Monroe or some greater power. There are other worlds than these. You still with me? Now you see this? This is the business card for Spooky Boys Incorporated, and this one that I have says, "Ask for Edward." Now, Edward von Spookington and Steve von Spookington ran Spooky Boys Incorporated, which, if you don't know, they scammed the people of Century City out of money, out of things in their home, out of tons of things. And basically they would say, "Oh, you have ghosts in your house." They would go and investigate, but really what they'd be doing is stealing high-value items from your home. It was horrible, and I still can't believe to this day that they did it. But let me tell you something. Spooky Boys Incorporated was owned by none other than the Monroe Foundation. That's right. The Monroe Foundation. That slogan is "For a better Century City" was robbing us blind. That's right. They were robbing us blind. Not Spooky Boys, not Edward, not Steve. Monroe. Gregory Monroe was stealing from the good people of Century City. People like you and me. Anyway, sorry, I gotta calm down. Okay. Anyways, here we go. This adds another layer to the Spooky Boys kind of thing. A monkey. I've seen it. I've seen it, and it spoke to me. It looks like a sock monkey, and it talks. It talked to me, and I think it had evil intentions. I don't know for sure, but I don't know. All I do know is that it is a man that was turned into a sock monkey. There was a whole documentary about it on TV, and the man turned into a sock monkey, and his caretaker, while all of this was going on, was none other than Edward von Spookington. That's right, he was trying to lay low. But at the end of the documentary, we saw that he was talking about Spooky Boys being found out, and talking about how it was a scam, and Steve was in prison, and then the story just kind of goes away. It's really strange. See, Edward disappeared. Nobody knows where he went. The documentary crew followed him. Apparently they drove with him and they followed his car, but he's gone. We don't know where he went. He's vanished. It's strange, but if he was working with the Monroe Foundation, I think they look out for their people. So if you ask me, I think the Monroe Foundation has found a way to travel across worlds. Different worlds. Worlds that are parallel to ours, or even completely different, strange worlds, strange places. And don't worry, because I have evidence of all of this. See, I found this. A strange cube. Now I know it's weird. It's really weird, but this is what it looked like. It had strange symbols on it, and all this other stuff. It had very weird symbols. And I pushed the button, the triangle with the eye, which, you know, we all know is the Illuminati symbol. So, who knows? The Monroe Foundation could be working with the Illuminati. But, sorry, gotta stay calm. Anyways, I pressed the button, and it played a message talking about this person that he was a doctor or something, and I don't remember his name, but Dr. something, and he was sending out a message about a place called Dimension 4. I don't know who that message was intended for, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't for anyone here in Century City. It was for somebody out there. Somebody that must live on Dimension 4, or maybe Edward lives on Dimension 4. Whatever this Dimension 4 is, it's where Edward lives. I don't know if this is another place in this world, or if it's a whole other world, a whole other dimension. I don't know. But it's strange. It's very, very strange. Now, I've seen other strange things as well. I've seen people in... I think these two people here are in cahoots with each other. This guy, who I'm calling the Wizard, and this guy, which is the future tourist. Now, let me talk about the future tourist. He wears these big goggles that go right over his eyes, kind of like welding goggles. But he also wears Hawaiian or like flower. It was a flower, or maybe it was a tree shirt. It looked like a Hawaiian shirt that he was wearing, and I don't know where he came from. I don't know where both of them came from. This is the Wizard. I call him the Wizard because, well, he has very strange hair, as you can see, as well as a magic wand. I saw it. I saw him open a big, like, portal thing and jump right through it. I saw him do it. He was out in Century City Forest Preserve, and I saw it. He pulled this weird squid off of someone's head and sent them on their way, and then he disappeared with the squid, holding the squid. It was... I saw it. I have a trail cam out there, and it's mine, and I saw it happen. I saw it. I saw it with my eyes. Well, the camera saw it with its eyes, but we'll get past that. Look, that's as far as I've got. So, to recap everything. Dr. Monroe owns the Monroe Foundation. The Dr. Monroe has experiments which he's done to make dogs into people, or people into dogs, I should say. Half man, half dog. I've seen it with my eyes. Now, there's also Spooky Boys Incorporated, which, you know, sits here and then is overruled by the Monroe Foundation. They were found stealing money. Okay, stealing money, stealing goods. Spooky Boys was stealing money, goods, all this stuff from the honest workers of Century City who thought that their houses were haunted. But then, after Steve was caught and put in prison, Edward vanished. And then this cube showed up talking about some other dimension, Dimension 4, and then these two guys, the future tourist, and the Wizard showed up, and they talked, and then the Wizard was in the Century City Forest Preserve, and he disappeared through a portal. Wait, where are you going? Hey, this is all true! Please, you've got to believe me, this is all true, this actually happened! Oh. If people are gonna start believing me, I really gotta calm down.